The club was founded in 1923 and was originally based at Nursery Lane, about 10 minutes' drive away from the current site. The club became so popular and full of members, it became extremely difficult to book a starting time. So, senior members of the committee decided it was time for a move. They bought 220 acres of farmland, sold the old clubhouse and car park to a local brewery, and were given a couple of years to create a new golf course. The committee wanted the new course to be very special. So what to do, interviews with all sorts of architects. Names were bandied about hither and thither. Then David Thomas, one of the country's leading golf professionals of the time and a personal friend of many members of the club, suggested the world-famous American golf course architect, Robert Trent Jones. Well, that suggestion seemed almost farcical, as Trent Jones Sr had never previously worked in the UK, although he'd been to Europe on a number of occasions. Nevertheless, he agreed to take a tour of the site, and after much toing and froing, agreed to take on the project. This caused tremendous excitement at the club, and indeed throughout the length and breadth of British golf, and in 1969, the work began. Next came the problem of who to appoint to take the place of Alf Saunders, who'd been professional there for many, many years. Once again, David Thomas put forward what seemed to be an absurd suggestion. Why don't you ask Peter Alliss? Which was rather, to many of the members of the club, like asking, why don't you ask Ben Hogan? But contact was made, and after much discussion, agreement was reached and the appointment made. From its opening, the course attracted famous professionals and celebrities alike to play in various tournaments. King Constantine of Greece, Sean Connery, Johnny Mathis, Bobby Charlton, Geoffrey Boycott, and many, many others. The club annually hosted the Variety Club of Great Britain's Pro-Am, which became the biggest in the country and was unofficially associated with the PGA tournament at Fulford, just outside York, through the personal friendship of John Jacobs, then director of the European Tour. The club today still attracts big names. Stars from sport and show business are drawn by the opportunity to come and play on this world-class venue, which has a good long history. Over a period of 40 years, Robert Trent Jones designed or modified more than 500 golf courses worldwide, including Valderrama and Sotogrande from Spain, Firestone, Spyglass in the United States, and of course, Moor Allerton remains the only golf course he designed in the UK, and that in itself is quite unique.